Even know where to begin.
This is a mom spilling out 30 years of grief, finally.
I promised her I will never, ever stop looking for the person that hurt you both.
Pain and agony for a mother turns to pensive sadness. Jan Cornell's daughter, Robin Cornell, and close family friend Lisa Story were murdered in 1990. Now their killer faces justice, including possibly death himself. Good evening, I'm Amanda Hall.
I'm Chris Safati. Tonight, the Night Beat's Claire Galt talked exclusively with Jan Cornell about her search for justice 30 years later.
We talked for 90 minutes. Jan Cornell let 33 years of pain and suffering spill out. She played for me the sound of her daughter Robin's voice, which she asked me to share. And as we talked, maybe for the first time, Cornell allowed herself to smile, knowing her little girl's killer may soon die for his crimes. For 33 years, Jan Cornell has kept this last recording of her daughter Robin's voice.
I don't even know where to begin.
And now, for the first time in 33 years, Cornell says she's at peace.
Knowing that Robin and Lisa are going to have justice on the books forever. Because that's all I could ever make sure happened for them after this. And they're going to have that, and I hope they know.
In 2016, a DNA test linked Joseph Zieler to her daughter's murder and the murder of friend Lisa Story, who was babysitting Robin that night in 1990. The jury not only convicted Zieler, they also recommended he be put to death. The judge will decide Zieler's fate in late June.
Whatever the decision is, I just never want him to be free. If his punishment is to live alone for the rest of his life, it ensures that he will never walk another free day of his life to inflict his torture. And he's an evil man. I don't even like to call him a man. He's evil to the core. Because you watch this, there was not one shred ever of any remorse.
I asked Cornell if 10 years ago, before Zieler's arrest, if she'd ever see this day. Her answer, no way.
I'm okay with that. I'll keep looking, but I don't want to find out because he killed someone else like he did them. I don't ever want anybody to feel like I do.
Until detectives caught Zieler, Cornell told me she could never let go, could not move away. Because what if someone forgot? What if detectives stopped looking?
I don't ever want them to be forgotten because their time here on Earth was so short. And I just don't want them to be forgotten. Kind of part of a promise I made. I promised the day I had to say goodbye to Robin at the funeral at the cemetery. I promised her I will never, ever stop looking for the person that hurt you both.
Now, 33 years later, Cornell can reminisce and smile.
Robin talked about the future. Things she wanted to do and be. When she grew up, she wanted to be, it was a writer or an author. A lawyer or, I said, what about a doctor? She goes, no. Any child that is feeling like they're the underdog, Robin was an ambassador for that.
And when I asked her about Lisa?
Lisa's great. She wants to save the planet. She wants to save everything.
As for Zieler, Cornell called him a monster. And her wish for him?
I want him to leave his prison like my daughter and my friend left their home. In a zipped up, closed body bag. And then justice will have been served. Because we're never going to know why he came there. We can only just speculate and guess. We don't know. Because he's an evil person.
Cornell told me for 33 years she feared Robin's and Lisa's last minutes on this earth. She told me they had to be worse than anything she could ever imagine. They must have been terrifying. And she never wants anyone to feel that kind of fear, except for Joseph Zieler.